Hi guys, Julia here from JM Squared Vintage. Welcome back to the channel. I hope all of my friends here in the US had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend, a nice long weekend, relaxing weekend. I hope you were able to spend some time with family or friends or whoever it is that makes your heart whole. I know I love doing the big, Thanksgiving meal. I live pretty far from my family. My family's back on the East Coast and I'm here on the West Coast, so it's sometimes hard for me to get home for these holidays. So I hosted a big Friendsgiving for all of my friends who are far from their families. So it was great. We had a ton of food. We drank some great wine. We listened to great music. We danced in the kitchen. Like, what more could you ask for? I, of course, want to say that I am so thankful for all of you. I've only been doing this for a couple months, but man, I have had so much fun. It is so amazing for me to be able to put this out there and meet other people who are into the same thing that I'm into. It's just been such a great outlet for me and I've been having so much fun doing this. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging with me. It makes my heart so, so happy. But if you are new here, first and foremost, welcome. Welcome aboard. I am so happy to have you. If you are into treasure hunting at the thrift store, if you are into very cool vintage pieces, if you are into reselling on the internet, hit subscribe down below. I would love to have you along on this journey as we build this incredible community of thrifters and resellers and we help each other out and do all the things that we are supposed to do as human beings. Love to have you aboard. But I am here today with a bins haul and I gotta tell you, it was such a weird day in the bins this week. So I went on Friday, also known as Black Friday. And here I am thinking oh, everybody will be with their family or they'll be at the mall or they'll be shopping online. And I got there really early. And I usually get there very early because in my location that I like to go to, it's very mellow then. I know a lot of people find that it's more mellow later at night, but for this particular location, it's in the morning. And I gotta say, typically when I'm there, I'm finding 10 to 20 good pieces an hour. That's kind of my standard rate. I'm not, somebody who really crashes the new bins, because in my location, there's a lot of people looking for vintage hoodies and vintage t-shirts. That's why I don't ever really find them. And they're very aggressive on the bins. I usually just kind of saunter up a little bit after and start picking through. But I gotta tell you today, this week, it was condition of the items that I found was terrible. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some really, really good gems here, but the stuff that I found, I really just had to dig. I think I was fine. I was there for 5 hours and I came out with 22 items. I also didn't realize at one point, probably around 11 o'clock, I had been there for a long time. I was starting to hit my fill of the kind of craziness. And I was sitting there and I had something in my hand and somebody from across the bin literally reached out and just took it right out of my hand. And I was like, I'm done. Okay, I don't need this. I'll come back a couple times next week. It was just I was done. I don't need that kind of crazy shopping experience in my life. And I looked around and I realized that there was a ton of high school kids there in groups of 5 and 6, and they were kind of fanning out looking for specific things. So you know what? Let them have their fun. They're off of school. Let them kind of shop how they want to shop. I will come back when they are back in school. I have the luxury of going during the week. I'm very fortunate to have that. So yeah, I was done. But I do have about 22 pieces and I have some incredible pieces. I'm excited to show them for you. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the goods. Let's get into the good stuff. So let's start this off with a bang. The first thing I found here was a pair of mother denim. Love to find it. If you are looking for any kind of jeans in the bins, let it be this. These are the high-waisted looker ankle fray, and they're a size 27. So they are skinny jeans. They're not going to sell as well as the Mother Superior or the kind of wider leg styles, but these will still go. These are $275 new. So these will still probably go for $40 or $50. If they were one of the wider leg styles, you're probably looking at between $100 and $125. There's a little spot on this. Now, this is a location that is $1 per item. There's a little spot here that I'm going to try to get out. $1 is an easy risk to make. It's an easy bet to lay down on something like this because they will sell quick, even though they are skinny jeans, and they will still sell for a great profit. Next up Where is the top of this? I found this and the fabric was so soft and plush. This is like a terry cloth. And I saw the tag and it's Barefoot Dreams Beach. Now I never even knew that this was a thing. And this is like a little caftan. So if you look on the back, it's got kind of a gather that'll give you a little bit of shaping in the back, but this is probably something to go over a swimsuit, or let's be real, I would 100% wear this around the house. And these sell for like $168 new. And it looks like the Free People Beach, the Barefoot Dreams Beach is currently selling a little bit higher than like regular Barefoot Dreams, the Cozy Chic line. So the resale on these, I've seen a couple sold comps in like the $60 range. So super pumped to find that, and definitely something to keep your eyes out for. I just kind of picked it up because the terry cloth felt really nice, and lo and behold, that's what I found. Next up, I found this cute little top from FP1, Free People 1, which I generally find that the FP1 line and the We the Free line tends to sell a little bit quicker than the main line of Free People for me, but look at this pretty top. Kind of see that like lattice look top, and it's got this like trapeze body, so it's cropped. This is very festival, and this is the label that you're looking for. I know a lot of people are out thrifting. You guys see that? It's this little like metal disc, so keep your eyes out for that as you are thrifting, as you are digging through the bins. It's a size small. It's like a gauzy cotton, super adorable. I'll probably get $25, $30 for that. Next up, this is one of two little kids pieces that I got. Again, I tend to only pick up kids pieces when they're A, in perfect condition, and B, from a brand that I know will sell pretty high. And this is an adorable, look at this little thing. This is an adorable little Janie and Jack cotton dress. This is a size 6 to 12 months, and it is brand new with tags. So this is great to find. This should sell in no time. It's really springy. It's got a pretty little rose pattern. It's a 6 to 12 month little size. I can't even deal with this. I'll probably get $20, $25 on that. And I think that'll go pretty quickly. Fully lined too. Oh my God. I didn't even notice this. And the little bloomers are still attached. Oh, so cute. Next up, now this is a fun vintage piece. And I gotta say, I think that my friend, my childhood friend, Emmy, had this exact shirt in the 90s. I just thought, like, I'm pretty sure she had this exact shirt. I am gonna have to go and look through old pictures. But I just thought that this was a cool little vintage, artsy-fartsy, 90s vintage top. So I'm not quite sure what I'll get for that, but I thought it was so fun and it just made me smile. So I don't know, maybe $20, $25 on that. But again, I'm all here for joy. Next up here, oh, I love to find these. This is like a little denim overshirt. I think this is actually a men's shirt, but this is something that I would wear if it was my size. This is like a little vintage Wrangler pearl button snap work shirt. It's in fantastic condition. I believe this is vintage. I think this is the older tag. I believe that the newer Wrangler tag is black with white on it, but Wrangler is always just like really good quality denim. So it's something that you can get like knowing that it is a brand, kind of like Carhartt. I do not want to liken this to Carhartt because Carhartt is like made for heavy duty work and people who like it only wear Carhartt. Wrangler just has a reputation for being really good, durable stuff. So vintage Wrangler always moves for me. That should move pretty quickly. It's a men's shirt. It's a size medium. Could 100% be bought by a woman to be worn as just kind of like a little overshirt. Very cool find. Next up, I got this cute little Billabong jacket. This feels like wool, and it's not. Look at these adorable little sleeves. This little kind of like bracelet length cuff. It's kind of a cropped size. It's got like a little bit of a shawl collar. It's a size medium. I don't think I'll get much more than 25 bucks on that. It is Billabong, so it's not like real wool. But it is a really cute style. It's something really different. Size medium, maybe 25, 30 bucks on that. I think it's so, so cute. And so like right now in terms of timing. Oh yes. Next up is this pretty like basic t-shirt. I don't know, can you guys get that there? This is from a brand called Wilt. I think this tag is a little bit faded, but hopefully you can see that. Wilt is known for making really high-end basics. So I am super pumped to find this. This is in great shape. This is like cotton slub, and then it's got some rib trim on it. And I know that this is not getting picked up at all by the camera, but these sell for like $116 to like $125. So I'll probably get $35, $40 on this. And it's a good size. I think this is a size large. Yeah, it's a size large. So anytime I've had wilt, it's sold really, really quickly. People, you know, a lot of people have like preference in terms of their basics. And I know there's a lot of people out there who really love wilt. So definitely a brand to be on the lookout for as you are hunting. Next up here, we've got this really pretty cotton sweater from Wooden Ships. I found another Wooden Ships sweater just a few weeks ago, also with a heart motif, now that I think about it. These will for sure go around Valentine's Day. But Wooden Ships is one of those companies that it's a small little brand, but the sweaters go for like $148. So they're pretty expensive. They're 100% cotton. They're really well made. And they're all this kind of like novelty designs. The other one I found was like all over hearts. And this guy is a size small medium, which is a good size to find. I know they have collectors. So there are certain styles of Wooden Ships shirts that are sweaters that will go for a pretty good price. I'm imagining I'll probably get between 30 and 40, but if it is one of the more in-demand styles, easily $60, $70 on those. Next up, and this is a weird coincidence, there was another of those Barefoot Dreams beach caftans, same color, same size. So I always wonder when I find two of the exact same things, exact same size, is it the same person who just bought multiples? Is it a set of twins that had matching things? I don't know. I'm super happy to find it. And I realized just now that I never showed you the tag. That is the tag to be on the lookout for. Hopefully you're able to see that there. Size XL, again, should hopefully get about 60 bucks on that. Super happy to find a second. I always love when I can kind of double dip on my listing effort. Especially exact same size, exact same brand, exact same color. Next up, one of my favorite brands to find, our very favorite, Eileen Fisher. You know when you find an Eileen Fisher, the quality is going to be there, the style is going to be timeless, it's always going to have buyers. This is an extra small, but I really don't mind that from Eileen Fisher. Honestly, the smaller sizes sometimes sell faster than the larger sizes. But this, and I feel like this is just a perfect time to find this. I don't know if this is showing up on camera. Yes, there it is. This has a little bit of like lurex fleck to it. Super cute, long line, shawl collar cardigan in black with a silver sparkle. This should actually move in no time, maybe 40 to 50 bucks on this. You know, it is the holidays, so anything with a little bit of sparkle tends to go a little faster right around now. Next up, I've got another Barefoot Dreams piece. This is more of like a fashion piece, which I've never really seen. I've only really seen the cardigans, like the wraps and the blankets, and now I've seen the beach stuff. But this is in the Cozy Chic Light, so the same fabric. This is, I think, the Cozy Chic Ultra Light, so it's lighter weight. But it's a cute little like domain top, striped tie bottom top. This is super cute. This is a size extra large, which is always great to find. I'm not quite sure what I should get in this. I've never found one of their more like fashion pieces before. Maybe 25 or 30 bucks. I'd be super happy with that. Super, super cute. And again, that like blue and white stripe, it's nautical, it's never out of style. It's definitely one of my staples. Great to find. Next up here, this is a nice elevated basic, which I always love to find, and definitely kind of your go-to when you have these days where it's really tough to find anything in the bins. Look for basics, look for quality basics. You might not find the showstopper, but you'll find the quality basics. And this is a vintage William Casper cashmere black classic turtleneck. You can never go wrong with a black cashmere turtleneck. Everybody should have one in their closet. Doesn't matter the brand. If you find a cashmere black turtleneck that's kind of form-fitted, just get it. It will sell. Everybody needs one. Everybody should have one. And this is a really great quality. I think this is from early 90s. So super pumped to find something vintage like this. Next up, and this is a newer tag Zara piece. And this, just so you know, this is what the newer tags look like. They're the kind of black and white. They've got the Zara on one side. And this one is made in Turkey, but look at this absolutely adorable little cardigan. Oh my God, isn't this so cute? This is like the granny dream cardigan. It's 100% cotton. It is made in Turkey, which love to see it. I mean, Turkey produces the best cotton in the world, Turkey and Egypt. So you can usually like rest assured that if you see that it's made in Turkey, it's like super high quality. But look at this, it's like little cherry print. I love a novelty print, little flowers and little, I don't know at all what this pattern is here in the middle, but either way, it's cropped, it's got blousey sleeves. This is a little dreamy granny situation. I will probably get, just because this is pretty on trend right now, $35 on this. And I don't think that this will sit. Right now is the perfect time to be selling sweaters like this. And I just think that's so cute and in fantastic condition. Next up here, I've got this cute little Free People dress. It's got a little mock neck. This reminds me of Missoni. If you're familiar with Missoni, the Italian designer, I actually found a Missoni piece just like last week, 2 weeks ago. I will link that that haul because that was an incredible find for the bins. But this just looks like Missoni's kind of signature zigzag pattern. But it's this cute little dress. It's just like a little kind of trapeze dress with long like bell sleeves, which I love to see. It's a size, what size is this? Size large. I always love finding a size large in Free People. Cute little like keyhole back. Super adorable. There's a few like little loose threads, but I can always fix those. I'll probably get, you know, $28 to $35 on this, depending on how many are on the market. I love finding sweater dresses from Free People. They tend to move very quickly for me. Super fun and very much in that like 70s vibe that's happening right now. Next up, and I'm buttoning something up right here, but I mentioned this in one of my previous hauls. I keep finding these Australian brands that are super high-end in my bins locations, the 2 or 3 that I go to around here. And I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe we have a lot of people who come here from Australia, but love to find it. This is a brand called Sabo, and I think the actual name of the brand is Sabo Skirt. And this is like their signature piece. It's this little dress, and it's got this wide smocked section here in the middle. Full button front with little like peasant sleeves here. This is a size extra small, but these go for like $200 new. And I'm seeing on the resale market, you know, between $40 and $50 for these. I have no idea how fast this will sell. I've never seen this brand before in my life. Definitely one to keep your eyes out for while you're hunting, but I'll try to update you when I do sell this and let you know kind of what it went for. But like I said, I'm seeing sold comps from this brand, you know, that are pretty high prices. So definitely be on the lookout. Next up here, and this is another brand I love to find in the bins, and that is Sundance. Sundance is just one of those companies that has people who really love it. You can always know that the quality of the textiles is going to be top notch. The design's going to be great. Everything's going to be made really well. This is a size extra large, which I love to find. You know, Sundance kind of falls in that like soft surroundings world where the bigger the size, the better. But this is just a beautiful little gauzy cotton top with a drawstring kind of big wide V-neck that you can tie at the collar. It's got long sleeves. It's got like little ladder stitch detail. Can you see that in there? I don't think I'm showing any of them. Little ladder stitch detail there, and that goes all over the bodice. Probably $35 on this. That is just so cute and so like stereotypically Sundance catalog. Next up, this is the last of my little kids pieces. This is another little Janie and Jack piece, these adorable little patchwork Madras shorts, super classic, super preppy. They're a size 6. They're in perfect condition. I just couldn't leave them behind. Again, probably about 20 bucks on these, and I don't think that they'll last that long. They're just so adorable, and I think brand new these go for like 60 bucks. Janie and Jack is just such an expensive store, but their stuff is very well made. I always say, like, this is the kind of thing that like the aunt's gonna buy the new mom because, you know, a new mom who is just overwhelmed with everything to buy is not going to be buying $60 pieces that they're going to be in for like, you know, a month and a half. But it is a place to buy, you know, these are number one, very well made. The textiles are always really nice and they resell. So somebody hopefully will pick this up for a great price. Their kid will wear it for, you know, whatever, 2 months, and then they'll resell it for as much as they bought it for. So that's my hope, especially with Janie and Jack. I know that their stuff holds their value. Next up here, this is a cute little golf jacket from Travis Matthew. I've never picked this brand before. I see it in the mall all the time and I see guys wearing it all over the place. But I picked this up because it felt really nice. It's kind of like charcoal gray and navy blue. It's a little like windbreaker, so it's got a mesh lining. And it's a size large, which is always good to find. And it looks absolutely positively brand new. I think these go for like $150 new. I know that there's Peter Millar out there, which I know resells for a pretty good amount. I don't think that this resells like Peter Millar, but definitely a brand to be on the lookout. I think I'll be able to sell this for a quick 40, 45 bucks. And again, in perfect condition. Like it does not look like it's ever been worn. So definitely a good find and a good brand to keep your eyes out for. We are nearing the end here, guys. I told you this is just like a very light little haul, and I really had to dig for these pieces, but I do think I found some great ones. Next up, this is a nice kind of standby little Chico sweater. I love this kind of blush color. It's a short sleeve sweater, and it's got, I don't know, can you kind of see this? It's got this cool little eyelash texture to it with a little bit of sparkle. Is that picking up at all? I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but I love the seaming to this. It's got a little bit of interest with the seaming on the front. And it's this, again, nice blush color. It's a little bit of a domain sleeve. It's a size 2, which I believe is a size large in women's. So always a good find, probably 28 to 32-ish on that. And it might sit for a little bit just because it is short sleeve, but I don't mind. Chico's will always sell forever and ever. It just has a following, the quality to back it up. It's kind of like an Eileen Fisher, a little bit on the lower end than Eileen Fisher. You know, they're not retailing for $300, but Chico's will sell. Chico's is a brand that will be carried by its name alone. Next up, I've got a cute little Free People sweater. This is another little elevated basic. It's a size small. It's like a chunky black sweater, but look at these sleeves. It's got these really cool belled out sleeves on it. So people love to find these kind of closet staples with interest, right? So it's a black sweater. It's gonna go with everything. You can throw it on any day and you'll always look pulled together, but then it's got a little something extra. Free People does this better than pretty much any brand out there. They just make those basics with the little extra so well. This will probably go $35 and this will probably sell lightning fast. It is a basic, but it's in fantastic shape. I mean, really feels like it's never been worn. And also, like, can I get more black and dark green combination? Look at how beautiful those two colors look together. That's just a personal thing. I don't know where that came from, but this has just inspired me to do a lot of black and dark green through the holiday season. Next up, we've got another Free People sweater, and I forget the name of this. I'll put it down on the screen below. But this is, I mean, look at how wide this thing is. I mean, it's absolute, I mean, it's so classic Free People that it just has this huge oversized fit. It actually is missing the metal tag, but I recognize this. And I'll put the name of the model on here. It's a size large, it's cotton. Again, this is a basic with a little something extra. It's a white sweater. It will always look great. Definitely a good find. Again, probably $35 or so on this, and I don't think it'll last. A cream sweater just always moves, and size large and extra large in Free People moves so quickly for me. So definitely, you know, I always say, like, size matters when you are out thrifting. So like, if you are seeing a lot of things that are extra small, just know that they will probably take a little bit longer to sell. And finally here, I found this, like I felt this fabric with like the back of my hand as I was digging and I was like, oh, what is that? It feels like silk. It's not silk, but it feels like silk. It kind of has that like brushed, soft like finish to it. And it turns out this is Cupro. So that is considered vegan silk. And you know, it moves like silk. Like look at that movement. This is a cute little pair of shorts, and I don't know if these are considered like pajama shorts, but the brand is called Nilu. And I had never seen it before, I had never heard of it before, but these sell for like $200, and there's very few pieces on the resale market, but the ones that have resale prices in the like above $100. So I'm super interested to see what this pulls in. It's a size large, always good to see. You know, I'm probably gonna bank on about 40 for this. Again, I'm never gonna assume, I'm never, ever, ever gonna assume you best case scenario on it, but man, these were a cool find. For sure a brand to be on the lookout for. I don't know how often you're gonna find it in the bins. I don't know if I'll ever find it again, but man, the quality on this is incredible. This is one of my things, right? You know, as somebody who wears a size large, extra large, if you don't have that sewn in elastic that's gonna stay in that waistband, don't even show it to me. This is going to ensure that it's not going to fold over inside the waistband. If you know, you know. But man, the quality on this is outstanding. So super pumped to have found this. But that is it, guys. That is the haul for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I go through this. I did get a new camera set up this week. I don't know if you can tell, if it looks better, if it sounds better. I'm really hoping it does. Clearly, I do not come from a photography or videography background, so I've spent a lot of time this week Googling, what does this mean? And what does this mean? You know, I'm very much early on that learning curve. So if any of you have any tips, or if any of you know of any like YouTube channels I should check out where I can get some tips on really how to maximize it, let me know, put it in the comments below. I would love to hear a little bit about what helped you. But for all of you numbers nerds out there, I spent about $22 in the bins this week. And I need to stress, you know, to spend 5 hours in any of the bins locations in my area and only walk out with 22 items, it really just shows to what kind of a weird day it was there. You know, again, it was really slim pickings, great finds, but slim pickings overall. So $22, the retail value on everything is about $2,800. And I anticipate somewhere between $600 and $800 in sales, which means about $500 to $700 worth of profit. And with a $22 investment, that brings me to about a 25x ROI, which is just, again, bananas. It is insane. But guys, I again appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for giving me an outlet to share my finds with. I mean, literally nobody else in my life cares. So it's so exciting for me to have people out there that really love to see it and share their own finds. But don't forget to keep sharing the finds that you find in the comments. I love reading about them. But without further ado, guys, have an incredible week. Happy hunting, and I will see you in the next one.